Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. Today we're starting off a similar day to yesterday. We had a pretty clear start to the day yesterday, but then those storms kind of rolled through in the afternoon as we hit the afternoon high for the day. Today is looking very similar for most of southwestern Montana and north central Montana. It's 52 degrees right now in Great Falls. Similar situation in Helena. Kind of a nice sunrise this morning. It's 58 degrees right now in Helena. So off to kind of a cool start here, but this afternoon is going to be another warm afternoon as well. Now, keeping an eye on the North Hills fire that has just been reported at 4,600 acres, up from 4,200 about yesterday at about this time. So that fire is still continuing to grow, but we don't really have any issues from air quality just yet. Right now, everywhere across the state is reporting good air quality, although there are a couple of spots in the Helena Valley that are around that fire that aren't quite at good air quality, but for the most part, downtown and most of the valley is in good shape in terms of air quality. Now, I mentioned today we do have some more storms coming our way. So southwestern Montana is kind of already seeing some of that storm activity, but we're going to see that start to develop later on this afternoon for the rest of the state. So these storms are going to be a little bit more widespread. You can see lots of moisture to our southwest that's going to be moving in and causing those storms. Now, because of those storms that are coming through, we do still have kind of fire weather conditions possible for this afternoon. North central Montana isn't going to see quite as much rainfall, but the winds will be picking up. So this is really going to start after 12 o'clock or noon this afternoon. The winds picking up for north central Montana, but southwestern Montana is going to see more of those isolated thunderstorms, wet and dry thunderstorms. Not a huge amount of moisture coming through with these, but with those storms, there could be lightning that strikes new wildfires. So that is kind of the main concern for southwestern Montana, in addition to the kind of erratic winds that come with those thunderstorms that will be moving through later on this afternoon. You can see some of that activity already in southwestern Montana, south of Butte and Bozeman, but those are going to start developing around the capital city in a couple of hours. Right now, this is kind of quiet, but earlier this morning there were a few lightning strikes with this little storm system that's coming through. That'll be picking up in Helena in the next couple of hours. Earlier than yesterday, it hit around 5:30, 6 o'clock yesterday in Helena, but today that's going to be moving through a little bit earlier, so kind of the early afternoon hours. That storm starting to pick up in Helena, and as well, north central Montana is going to be seeing the winds picking up. So Great Falls could see maybe one or two isolated thunderstorms around the area, but this is really going to be concentrated a little bit further south. Not to say that Great Falls won't see any thunderstorm activity, but it's going to be less likely the further north you go. And areas along the High Line, really just the primary concern is all of the wind that we'll be picking up with the instability that's coming through. Tomorrow, a little bit less widespread thunderstorm activity, but we still do have the chance for pop-up thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening, followed by more of that on Thursday and Friday as well. We do have kind of this overarching high pressure over us that will be kind of breaking down as you see this low pressure off to our west. That will be moving through later on this week. We do have lots of hot weather coming this week, but then followed by this little disturbance coming through for Friday and Saturday. Got a whole lot going on here, which is going to impact the fire situation. So you can see the temperatures staying very warm over the next couple of days, in the upper 80s and low 90s for the most part here through the end of the week. And because we have those warm temperatures, that kind of feeds the thunderstorm development. So kind of all of that coming together is creating these dangerous fire conditions, which is not great for the fires that are already burning and also for new fires that could potentially develop. So there's a whole lot going on here, keeping a close eye on all of this as we head through the week.
Yeah, definitely a lot to watch out for. All right, thanks, Katie. Well, the